Let me bring in Purnima Advani, who is listening patiently to this debate. Mr. Advani, the clash seems to be between modernity and tradition. We're seeing Yudhvir Singh say, this is the way we've lived for thousands of years, and as village elders, this is the norm we shall implement. Regardless, he's stringent about that, and that really reflects the notions. He's also saying that the village Khap Panchayats are only trying to implement this, not ordering any of these killings. If they are being done at all, they are being done by the family themselves, and therefore the names of the Khap Panchayats should not be sullied, Ms. Advani.
Rahul, look, there cannot be any justifiable defense for killing a human being. It is cold-blooded murder. And I feel so sorry to see some of our party leaders talking about new legislation and setting up committees and research. I think this is all humbug. It's very important to understand that this is primarily a killing, and a killing has got a particular section in the Indian Penal Code, and there is a penalty which follows, which is capital punishment or life imprisonment. Now, it's extremely important to implement the law. Where is the question of saying that we are going to bring in new legislation? I think this is also the role of the police is very, very important. For the police to say the politicians are interfering, yes, politicians are interfering. We don't deny that. In fact, time and again we have said there should be an independent police. But the police cannot have it in its mouth to say that we don't know what to do, we are weak. They are the first law enforcement machinery. They must ensure that quick steps are taken, that the investigation is perfect, that they do not leave loopholes in their investigation, and then it is for the criminal justice system to ensure a speedy disposal. Don't forget, Rahul, we are still living in an era of Roman jurisprudence. Let 100 guilty persons escape, but let not one innocent go up the gallows. It should be proved beyond reasonable doubt. Now, if we have a machinery, investigation machinery, that is unable to perform its role the way it should, if we have a police machinery that is collecting material proof which is not sufficient, which is just leaving gaping loopholes, then we are not able to prove our cases in the court beyond reasonable doubt. And many of the cases are just being left scot-free. Therefore, I say, in these cases, public gaze on these cases through your channels is extremely important. It's sad to say it, but it's true that it's when public gaze is there that the law enforcement machinery is seen to be doing its work.
Mr. Kakkar, respond to that. It's not okay for the police to try and cut its losses and say we're not responsible, because the police is, in this observation, vacation judge Shiv Narayan Dhingra says, the police, hear me out, sir, you can search the entire city if the dog of your boss is lost, but you can't provide protection to the people. This is what you are. What to talk about humanity when you don't have shame? This is a very stringent observation against the Delhi police.
Stop counting on them.
Let me say something. I am not interested what Mr. Dhingra has said. Mr. Dhingra can say anything. He is in the court, and I respect his whatever he has said. The question is, the police must be allowed to function, and police does function. The question is, in this particular case where this is the honor killing going on, particularly in Haryana, Western UP, now in Delhi, you must have seen yourself how the politicians themselves are coming forward and saying, let's amend the law. There should be no intra-Gotra marriages. There should be no marriage in the village and all that. Who has given them this right? And this weakens the police. I am not defending the police, because if you have to arrest about 30, 40, 50 people who have directly or indirectly aided and abetted this murder, then there is a law and order problem, and that law and order problem no politician wants in his constituency. Okay. Therefore, the support that the authority should give to the police is not there. Why don't we understand how the police is functioning in this country? Police is not independent. Police is under the, let me use this word, under the thumb of the politician. The politician does everything and the police does everything what the politicians tell them to do.
Okay, Mr. Yudhvir Singh,
Let's
one of
accept
the problems seems to be this clash between modernity and tradition. We're seeing more and more young women who are educated, who are well-to-do, who now want to assert their free will. They are not being allowed to do so, and that seems to be the problem.
नहीं, एजुकेशन का मतलब ये थोड़ा ही हुआ कि आप उदंड हो जाएं, आप किसी चीज को माने नहीं, ये तो शिक्षा नहीं सिखाती है। ये तो दिशा भ्रमित जो युवती हैं
शिक्षा ये सिखाती है कि आप परंपराओं को क्वेश्चन कीजिए, चैलेंज कीजिए। अगर आपको लगता है कि कुछ ठीक नहीं है तो उसको क्वेश्चन कीजिए, चैलेंज कीजिए।
ऐसा आज से पहले भी शादियां होती रही हैं। ऐसा तो है ही नहीं कि वही शादी करने जा रही हैं और घर के सामने अपने भाई से ही शादी करेंगी तभी उनका जीवन निर्वाह हो पाएगा, नहीं तो वो जी नहीं पाएंगी। इस देश में लड़के नहीं है। ये तो एक उदंडता हो गई है। समाज को ठोकर मारने की एक राह पे चल रहे नौजवान बच्चे। उन्होंने ये मान लिया कि मॉडर्निटी का मतलब ये है कि समाज को छिन्न भिन्न कर दिया जाए। पशुवत रहने का मतलब समाज नहीं हो, वो मॉडर्निटी नहीं होती है। आदमी के डिसिप्लिन है, आपकी डेकोरम है।
आपका हमारा डिसिप्लिन है, डेकोरम है, आपको पसंद नहीं है थोड़ी मतलब कि आप किसी को मार देंगे जाके।
ये बेसिकली मारने का मतलब ये आप किस से लेते हैं? बेसिकली आप किसी भी समाज में जो उनके दिमाग में जिस ट्रेडिशन में जिस माहौल में वो रह रहे हैं हजारों साल से, आप कानून का डंडा दिखा के बार बार ये बात हो रही है, बताया जा रहा है कि कानून क्या कहता है, बताया जा रहा है कोई कोर्ट से बात आ रही है, कभी कहीं से डंडा आ रहा। आप किसी समाज को फोर्सेबल किसी समाज को डंडे से आंक लेंगे क्या?